So but there was no ego or like any particular
it's so interesting.
Emotion on the set?
No, and it's so funny because I have to sort of check myself too and sort of thinking, I did go into it thinking, I wonder if this is going to be cool. Is it going to be cool or is it going to be a little funky? And I don't know why we as women, but I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, that why would I even have that? I think I bought into because I don't think I've ever really had an experience with a woman that I've worked with or a group of women, although I've had that experience very little working with a group of women in a movie or in a play or in a television thing. But I don't know what the assumption, we all sort of assume that it might be challenging, whereas I don't think anybody in a press junket or a conference with the men of Ocean's 11 said, so did y'all fight at all? Do you know what I mean?
I just think in general in this business, whether there's men and women, there can be somebody with an outsized ego that makes it difficult, and I don't think it has anything to do with...
So it's not gender specific?
No. But I think sometimes, I don't know, maybe I'm just being misogynistic by saying that.
I felt it too.
But I just think sometimes, women, it's the beauty aspect. Am I going to be pretty enough? Will I get enough attention with my hair and makeup?
Young enough? Am I going to look?
There's a lot of external forces and internal forces that make people feel that way. And I don't think that's saying that women are bad. I just think
I think it's
just this business is just so... It's like when you're holding on like by your nails. Sometimes
you're really long, pointy
acrylic nails and coral.
No, it's true, but I do think it's really interesting because there is a conflict that you have as an actress where you are dealing you think about the men who come to work. We've been at work for 2 hours by the time the guys get to work.
Right.
Because they pick up the clothes, whatever they're, wearing, and they brush their teeth and slap a little water on their face and throw some wax through their hair and they're ready to go.
Exactly.
And, we've got like iPads and cold packs and, you're like doing everything you can to try to lift and separate.
Joan Crawford.
Yeah. It's like you've got your face in an ice bucket.
Yeah.
And you're, morning, how are you? You've got your, it's just like, meanwhile, they're like, yeah, good, I slept well. And you're like, well, it's 8:30. I've been here since 6, so I'm sure you did get a good night's sleep, And I think all of that stuff, and there's a part of me that always wants to just sort of go, oh, can I curse on here? Probably not.
Anything you can want.
Fuck it. I'm just going to show up here and I'm not going to bother doing all that stuff. But then the problem is I internally feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it's sort of what you're saying. It's like there's this internalized pressure where you do want to look your best and feel your best. And part of it is that sometimes I know that if I'm not making that effort to get my good night's sleep or stick my face in an ice bucket, I'm going to feel compromised, even though I will probably look the same as I did if I didn't stick my face in the ice bucket. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit of a mental mind fuck. And so I do think, but I wondered myself before I started this movie, like, is someone not going to come out of the trailer? Is someone going to insist on making sure everyone's on set before they walk? Is that going to happen? And I kept thinking, why am I assuming that that's going to be some dynamic here? But it's sort of.
But really, when you look at this list of actresses, you don't see anybody that would stick out like that.
Every single one of them is a real force in their own right, but in a way where every single one of them also worked for every single thing they have.
Well, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like you've got 8 women who had a bunch of things an opportunity handed to them.
Right, but I don't think they'd be in a movie like this if they were those women. This isn't like a reality show.
No.